So we almost broke my truck completely because the tranny's not put in right. So we're gonna have to yank it back out and put the Allison back in. Actually, what's wrong is the cross member has about a 2-inch tower on it, and we need to cut that off smooth. That's the reason that when I shift into 6th, it hits the dashboard, and why when I first fired it up, it sounded really bad because the fan shroud was hitting on the bottom. Because the whole motor and tranny is sitting forward like this, and it's supposed to sit mostly level. Because there's only 2 rubber motor mounts up front, and the only cross member back here. And I also think between that and only half of my lowering kit being in while we drove it to get tuned is why it bounced really badly shifting into 4th? 3rd or 4th. One of them. That was bad. I let the clutch out too fast.
I think that's your motor shouldn't be surging like that though.
So let's go fix it. Anyways, so before you lower your truck, make sure you do all the work you can, because I can't even get on my truck anymore because my gut is too big. See? I just have thick bone. My man boobs are getting in the way. This guy needs to get cut off. So this doohickey is the thingamabobber that makes the shifter hit the console. So we're gonna cut it out. We're gonna mildly modify it with fire. Hot. This thing's slow.
That's the one thing from Harbor Freight that hasn't been
Good.
up to par with anything else. Welders good, grinders are good, impacts are good, wrenches are good. That's not good.
Bench grinders suck. And now I have to put these spacers in at the right spots. Now we weld those plates on. I wouldn't argue those are beautiful, but they are definitely bright red, and you can see right here we've got lots of penetration in this thick metal of this cross member. And for some reason this Harbor Freight welder seems to be getting better and better by the minute. Maybe it will explode on us or something. So we're gonna use some good old Por 15, what we had left from the frame, just over half a can, and we're gonna paint this cross member. Today is tomorrow. This paint looks beautiful. It used to look like that. Now it looks like that. So we're gonna put this back on the truck and get the floor jack so we can work on another project. So now we're gonna fire it up and make sure nothing rubs horribly. Alright, so this bumper is pretty ugly, and it's got a big dent on this side. I think someone jackknifed a trailer into it. So our options were either to leave this one, which is ugly, or color match a brand new one, or to put another chrome one on, which I already have, which I bought, or we could order a roll pan, which is already on its way. So let's go find my other chrome one that's somewhere in my massive storage thing that Chris and I have of GM parts, and we'll sell it. And there's a big dent right there that's gonna get fixed. Welcome to our parts warehouse. We're gonna find some parts today.
Hello, sir. What can I help you with?
I'm looking for a GM bumper for an 04 Silverado.
Let me just type that into the system.
What's this? Oh wait, whoa.
Is that a light?
What's that?
Sir, you're not allowed back here. I'm sorry. This is employees only.
Well, can I work here?
No.
Those on my truck, Chris.
No, they're on you.
That looks like plastic for a bumper. We'll find out. $2,000 Silverado. What's this? Brand new. It even says chrome on it. I don't know if I want to sell that. It's too beautiful. I got what I need. I found a whole bumper. Sir, you're forgetting part of your bumper. Oh, I'm sorry.
What are we doing to the wheels?
Oh, we're gonna massage the fender and the bumper. So these tires are too fat. Like as you can see, my hand's basically straight with the bumper there, out like that. So we're gonna have to do the NorCal mod, which is basically you gently sawzall the bumper and the fender, or use a floor jack and push the fender up inside the cab, or something along that line. We're gonna start with 2 inches on the bottom here. Then we went and got ourselves a straight edge so we can line it up. And we're gonna go straight from the top up here, all the way down to 2 inch on the bottom. Now we just have to cut it, and we'll cut the plastic off as well. We'll see what happens. I watched a work safety video today. I saw a guy have a blade explode on him, so I could wear a face shield, but I think if it hits the face shield, it's still gonna go into my head. So we'll just try cut it and hope it doesn't explode on me. Now we get the sawzall out. And we cut plastic. Good enough, I guess.
No.
So the tire was actually hitting right on the face here of this thing, fender flare. So we're gonna take the flare off and see if we can either bend this fender up a little bit, and if we can't bend it up enough to clear, we're gonna have to trim it and then get some paint on it. So that's where we're at. So let's pull this off. But at least the front clears real good. So I trimmed the front, I hacked the back apart to make it fit, and Chris started blacking out some trim, so let us know what you think. So now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. We'll be back when it's done. So, we got it all finished up. Make sure you guys stay tuned so you can see the next big thing we do to this truck.